As you know, we are approaching the first anniversary of Charlotte Fire. We wanted to get everyone together, and as a symbol, and I'll go into the details of that. Tree is a symbol of life. As you plant it somewhere, no matter what the weather is like, all kind of harsh weathers and storms it faces, and then grows. And the idea was to show that as a symbol of life, growing out of the ashes left from the fire. So we wanted to give the families a tree that symbolizes their journey over the last year of perseverance and strength and coming together. So that's what this event was about. We didn't raise any money. We just wanted to bring everyone together, have a beautiful day, do some barbecue, and do this as that symbol. At the same time, the other purpose of today's event was actually to bring into light. That's kind of what our organization, the Idaho Hometown Heroes, does. People who do so much in our communities to bring their stories to light, to inspire other people, and turn into like an infectious process, and it is. It just carries on. So I came here with another friend of mine to this fire station about a month ago, and met with most of the volunteer firefighter crew, and realized that they're all 100% volunteer, and some of them have been doing this for the last 20-30 years, and they really needed to get new blood in, to get young people to come in and start helping out. They also needed help with their equipment, clothing, things that they have not been able to keep up to date because they're pretty much dependent on grants and tax money. So we decided the foundation, the Idaho Hometown Heroes, decided that we should give them some money to help buy some new equipment, and at the same time do an event around it so we can bring the community out and basically inspire everyone to participate.
It sounds like a good amount of people showed up.
Yeah, I think we had a fair amount of people today to show up and to support their local firefighters.
Talk to me a little bit about, I think within 2 weeks after the Charlotte fire, we had the benefit of the bridge. Is that
yeah. So that's that was where the process started. So that was called the Spirit of Pocatello. The Spirit of Pocatello was done initially, even going back. We started the Idaho Hometown Heroes to help out with any project that we can in our communities. And right about the time when we were finishing up our second year of Idaho Hometown Heroes, as you know, the Charlotte fire happened and destroyed about 60 plus homes, and was pretty devastating. And what we wanted to do was to do a fundraiser, bring everyone out and see how we can help out. And obviously a lot of people were doing fundraisers and stuff, but we wanted to do something that can have a lasting effect. So that program was called the Spirit of Pocatello. We raised about close to $60,000 in it, and the idea was over the next couple of years start distributing it in different phases for different reasons. And this was today's money came out of the same thing. We helped out the county in their reseeding project because we believed that that was a lasting thing that would help reseed this area. We gave them $20,000 for that, and the county then obviously went back to the federal government and got more money to help out with this project.
Tell me, I know yourself and your brother. Tell me a little bit about Hometown Heroes. What was the thought and inspiration to create something like that here in Idaho?
I've told this story over and over again, and it doesn't get old, but it gets exciting. We came with the idea of Idaho Hometown Heroes about 3 years ago, when we were ourselves a medalist in New York. We were given a medal of Ellis Island Medal of Honor, which is a medal which has been given for the last 25 years. And they get about 10 to 12,000 nominations every year, and they select about 100 medalists for people who've moved to this country and they've worked in some way in trying to create a difference where they live. But the interesting thing was when we were there, we were told we were the first Idahans to receive that medal in the last 25 years. And that was kind of a shock because I know more people more deserving than any of us over there who were, and my brother and I, that are more deserving for a medal like that. So we came back, we contacted a bunch of our friends. We said we got to do something. We contacted Governor Otter. We would like to start a medal series for the state of Idaho. So I called upon some of my good friends, and we got together and started Idaho Hometown Heroes. And the spirit was again to bring stories from different parts of Idaho to light, to inspire more people to do good.
With all the people that turned out today, we gave $5,000. We gave some trees. Is there anything in the future, not necessarily just the Share the Fire, the Hometown Heroes, looking forward?
Well, yes, you know, there's a lot in the future on many levels, and one of the things that Idaho Hometown Heroes, which again happens every year, although it's an event and the medal ceremony is the primary sponsor of Idaho Hometown Heroes, actually the foundation, the JRM Foundation. So the money we raise from different events, we actually, the passion has been to distribute it on different levels. So our main focus is women and children health and education. So we partner with different organizations who are already working in that field, which is either women or children's health or education, and then we put money into their projects. And then we do it on different levels. So we do it on local level, on a regional, and a state level, and a national level, and then on a global level. So we pick up organizations who are working on different levels, and then we infuse money into their existing projects. So if they go to our website, you know, you'll see there are lots of good organizations from pretty much all over the world now that we are partnering with, including our local people.
A little bit different change of gears question. Tell me a little bit about where you were during the Charlotte Fire. What thoughts, feelings you had that day? Were you in town? Maybe just
I was in town, and I'm an avid cyclist, and I use these trails where the fire was for mountain biking all the time, and I saw this smoke coming up, and I think I was probably just coming back from work, so I wasn't tuned into the news. But a bunch of my friends, we all came over who live here, they called me, and we all got together at my house, and we were all there. And there were some scary stories of people, you know, having their loved ones left behind and not being able to reach them and not being able to get it. So it was a scary moment, pretty much.
I think we're good. Talked about lots of stuff.
Did you have one of the firefighters staying at your house?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
After the fire?
Firefighter who? Tell me about that.
Okay, so, well, like I said, you know, we heard lots of stories, a lot of scary things. And one of them was I got a phone call from a friend of mine who said he's got another good friend who's not only a firefighter, but, you know, his home burned down that day while he was fighting fires elsewhere. And he had 3 little kids and no place to stay. So yeah, we asked them to come and stay with us, and they stayed with us that day and the night after, and the kids at least got a little relief from what was going on. It was fun to have them over. Then, you know, the same family, then the foundation, the other thing the foundation did was for those very little kids, and they had never been to the Disney World. So one of the things that the foundation did was they sponsored a trip for that whole family for a week to Disney World, and I actually just met their mom today, who was so thrilled and telling me about the kids' adventure because they had never been out of in there ever. So it was a good way for them. Now, anytime they'll think of the fire, I think their attention will divert onto that trip because I think that will be the positive thing that came out of this whole thing. So
yeah, they'll have a positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
Talk about maybe yourself included. Is that just kind of what this community does? It just helps others?
I think it does, and you know, and that's what somebody asked me earlier, is that, you know, do you get as much as you give? And I said, you know, we get a lot more than we give. It's just the snowball effect, you know, you reach out with a hand to someone and they reach out, you know, want to hug you. So I think this is a great community.
Yeah, it seems like everyone up there is helping each other out.
Yeah, great, thanks.